Hi, this is Dr. Deidra Sorrell, and I am the owner of Synergy Wellness Therapeutic Services in Waldorf, Maryland. Welcome to the Secrets of Therapy, and this is a behind the scenes look at what therapists want you to know to maximize your experience in therapy. So, the question today is, are you even ready for therapy? So, you may be going through some things in your life, a breakup, or your child may be going through something in their life. They may be going through bullying. They may be having some academic problems. There may be some trauma that's going on. And you may feel that it's time to seek out a therapist. But the question is, are you really ready for therapy? And even if you're getting therapy for your child, you as the parent have to be ready for therapy. And I'm going to tell you three things that you have to consider that make you ready for therapy. The first thing is, are you willing to make therapy a priority? And that's one thing that has really been a challenge in my practice, working with people who make it a priority, meaning if we set up appointments, weekly appointments, or appointments that are every other week or even monthly, will you make those appointments? Because if you cancel constantly, then you won't make that progress. Every time you cancel, then that sets you back a little bit. You know, therapy, think of it as exercise, think of it as lifting weights. When you do it regularly, when you do it on a schedule, then that's when you build that strength. So that's how therapy is. Even if you feel good and you feel like, oh, everything's fine, if you start missing sessions, you might go back to how you felt before. So it's really important to make therapy a priority. So therapy is not something that, it's not a jail sentence. It's not like you're going to be in therapy forever. And I tell all of my clients that. I'm not going to be sitting here old and gray still as your therapist, okay? The goal is to get you in and get you working on your goals, and then start to transition you out once you start to reach your goals and once you start to make that progress. So it's got to be a priority. Another thing, are you open to change? Some people want to come to therapy and blame everything and everyone else for why they haven't made any changes in their life and why they can't make changes. So in therapy, you know, with a good therapist, you're going to be given some encouragement to look at things a different way. Are you willing to do that, even if it pushes you out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to do some of the take some of the suggestions that the therapist makes? Or are you just going to say, well, you know, I don't have time for that. I'm going to keep doing things the way I've been doing them. This is who I am. People are just going to have to accept me for who I am. Well, you have to be open to change once you start therapy. Because yes, there can be situations where you've been victimized, where people have done things to you, but therapy will help you to look at things differently, so that when you go into another situation, when you meet other people, when you get another job, when you have other experiences, you can look at things differently and change the way you behave or the way you process things. And then the last thing is, do you have the responsibility that goes along with making changes? When you make changes, that means sometimes you have to do more. Sometimes you have to do things differently. As a parent, can you take the responsibility of making sure your child does things differently? The responsibility may be that you have to go up to the school more often and meet with the teacher, that you might have to sit down and do the homework with your child, or you might have to monitor your child more. So responsibility comes with change. So those are all things that you have to think about when you say that you're ready for therapy. So just think about those things and just kind of marinate on them for a while. Not to say that if you say no to those things on my list, that you shouldn't seek out therapy, but it's something to think about and something to talk about, with your therapist when you choose one. So it's just food for thought. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of The Secrets of Therapy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.